Hey guys, Dr. Danny McLane here, coming back to you from ADIO Chiropractic. Hope your day's great. Let's just jump right into today's topic. Inflammation. Do I use heat or do I use ice? Does it hurt? Is it throbbing? How did you injure it? One of the things most people don't realize is that the four hallmarks of inflammation are heat, redness, swelling, and pain. Heat, redness, swelling, pain. Heat, redness, swelling, pain. Okay, so if you have something that's hot, achy, swollen, and painful, and you add more heat to it, guess what's going to happen? It's going to make the inflammation worse, and it's going to perpetuate a cycle. Inflammation, especially in the United States, especially in a high-stress environment, especially with a low-nutrient diet, inflammation is chronic, it's rampant, and it's really harmful to people. A lot of times people will talk about taking an anti-inflammatory. It can be great or it can be terrible, depending on which one you choose. If you choose something natural like ginger, black pepper, white fir essential oil, these are great anti-inflammatories. I use lemongrass. That's another one that I really love. But things like Tylenol, ibuprofen, acetaminophen, maybe acetaminophen, Tylenol. I don't do a lot with drugs, not gonna lie. But the reason why I don't is because I don't need to. I have other things that are safer, like a high-dose vitamin C, much safer than literally any kind of medication you could take. And medication, properly prescribed, is the fourth leading cause of death in the United States. Now, people die in car wrecks. Does that mean you shouldn't drive? No. So people die from medications. Does that mean you shouldn't take medication? No. It means that if you have a safer option, use it. Like I saw a guy in China popping popcorn with gunpowder. I prefer a safer method, but that's an option. The point is that if you're looking to get rid of inflammation, there's a lot of things that you can do that are going to help that. Now, if you just want to go back, real simple, hot versus cold, heat versus ice. I live around the Chicagoland area, north suburbs. Holla. Anyway, Libertyville to be specifically. I probably said it at the beginning of the video. Anyway, so if it's really, really cold outside and you're really stiff and you kind of can't move well, then maybe heat for a little while is good, or like a hot shower, and then you just let your body cool down to regular temperature. But if you have that hot, throbbing, aching pain, ice is always going to be better. It's safer because you're less likely to burn yourself and unless you get a frostbite. People that have to worry about frostbite are people with diabetes, Raynaud's phenomena, any kind of circulatory disease, neuropathies, that kind of stuff. Sometimes people with thyroid problems, they have to watch out for ice. Generally, ice is a pretty safe bet. You want to make sure that, if I'm not your doctor, you talk to your doctor and let them know that you would plan on using ice and ask if there's any contraindications, because that's how this is done best, is one-on-one, person-to-person. And that because you have a connection with your doctor, and they have a responsibility to make sure they're giving you great advice about your health care. And I live up to that, and I hold that very, very close in front of mind with me, every patient I see all the time. So ice is going to be a better way to go. There are a few instances where heat will help. The way that heat works, and let's just jump into that real quick. The way that heat works is it stimulates the A1 nerve fiber, so the biggest nerve fiber you have. And then there's a couple other ones, 4 is a pain fiber, nociceptive. So if you can imagine that you have these two nerves sending information through a gate. Imagine there's two children running through a gate, and one child is very fast and the other child is very slow. And when they get to the gate, the one that goes through the gate closes it, so then the one behind it can't get through, right? You share these nerve structures in your body. Your body's really efficient that way. So as this signal, and that's also how TENS unit works, because electricity, vibration, and heat are all transmitted along the same pathway. And same thing with motion. That's why somebody says, oh, if it hurts, rub it. Like, oh, rub some dirt on it. We could talk about probiotics and dirt at a different time. But the point is that if there's a mechanical stimulation, and that also includes heat and vibration, that's going to go faster. It's going to get through that nerve gate faster. It's going to block the signal for the heat. Not for the heat, for the pain. So heat blocks the signal for pain. It doesn't actually solve the problem. It just makes it so you can't feel it. That's why I hear it all the time. People are like, oh man, I was sitting on the heating pad for like 6 hours, and when I went to get up, it felt okay. But as soon as I got away from it, it started to throb and it cramped up really bad on me. Well, the throbbing is from the swelling, and the inflammation and the pain all come together as one. So a few instances where I'd recommend heat. If you have heated seats and it's really cold in your car, use your heated seats to get it up to temperature. A hot bath is always okay as long as you allow your body to cool back down. And I've actually had people, if you're really dedicated, you could do a contrast bath. It's where you go hot, cold, hot, cold, hot, cold, hot, cold. You just repeat that cycle as long as you want, and with cold. So that's another way to use heat. It's not the most exciting way. The way that I like to do that is I like to sit in the jacuzzi hot tub, jump out, go jump in the pool, and then climb back out to the hot tub, and then go pool, hot tub, pool, and then I'm done. There are arguments against that for thermal stress, but if we're talking about just specific, treatment for what you got going on, I think that would help. So, inflammation, heat, redness, swelling, pain. If it's hot and throbby, I don't recommend using ice. Hopefully this helps. If you have questions specifically, drop them in the comments below. I can't give you any medical advice over the internet, so hopefully I can answer them without giving you specific directives of what you should do. I can talk about possibilities and that sort of thing, but I'd love to hear what you have to think. Stay tuned.